I can recognize them as feelings, and that's okay. I can work through them with myself. I can acknowledge them, take them, understand them, and note them and go, that's interesting. I'm feeling like this. And that really helped to understand that I'm not trying to push feelings of grief away or deal with them so that they don't ever appear. Understanding that, it changed my perception of grief. It changed my perception of how I can relate to my mum now, and that it doesn't just have to be the memories of loss. It doesn't just have to be memories, or when I am reminded of a sad feeling, that's the time I think about her, or this cloud of mystery around it. It started to move. It started to shift. I started to shift, and as I started to focus deeper on what it was and the feelings inside, and go deeper and deeper into myself, it started to release some of the grief, which was a big thing for me. And it only happened about 7 years after her death. Before that, there was a lot of chaos. There was a lot of anger. I felt a huge amount of anger towards being robbed of losing my mum. Just how could the world do that to me? How could this be my life? This wasn't what I planned. My life suddenly wasn't a Disney movie where mum was going to be living till 90, and we could go on holiday together. And all I dreamed of and who I was becoming and who she was going to become felt lost. But now I'm in a different place, a completely different place, where I know that she lives on through me. And in that, I'm closer to her. I think also another important thing that I've recognised, and just by connecting with Emily, and when we got to actually find out that we'd each had a similar experience, that was one of the first times that I've actually met someone met someone that's been through and lost a parent. And there's something profound about just being able to chat to someone, another person that has been through what you've been through. And they may have had their own version or different events happen to them. But in knowing and understanding and hearing someone else's story, it gave me hope. It gave me a feeling of connection. The loneliness that I felt. No longer am I alone in this world where I can't believe this has happened. It gave me a point of contact, and we think there's something really big in that. What we're trying to do with Me Back is really revolutionise the concept of grief and remove the stigma from grief, so that we get people talking about it, so that it's not so much focused on this terrible thing that's happening and the feelings, that we actually delve into it and we look at it from a modern day perspective. We've never been so connected in this world as we are today. Yet how are we using that to help people overcome grief? When you think about it, everybody's going to go through grief at some point. And the level to which it has affected me and Em and others in the world, you can see that grief makes such a difference, and being able to deal with grief in a way that uses and leverages the beauty of technology, the connection that we can have with people all over the globe who are going through this stuff right now, and we can share our stories and understand and learn from each other. That's what we're hoping to do, to help each other get me back. The other thing, the other element of me back is, and it was a big part of the realisation on Emily and I's journeys separately through grief,